Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening, wherever you are in the world. Yes, it's me, April Love, here in Boston, wishing you a blessed time. Truly hope you find reasons to smile, to laugh, to enjoy life, to appreciate everything and everyone around you. It is Sunday night. I am at work, back to the grind, back to making that paper. And gonna make the best of it. We're gonna have the stream for as long as I feel like doing it. And as I'm starting my shift, I'm gonna take you on my first walk around, and we'll probably lose connection here and there, but it's all good. It's just there's dead zones. Hello to everyone. Hit that like button. Let me know that you. I know I got a bad connection. There we go. So let's go through the building. Let's go through the horror show. Just saying that spooks me. So, dun dun dun. Well, you know the upside to me doing these live streams. Hello, Unstoppable. Thank you for unapologetically. Yeah, there you go. Thank you for coming in. Give me that like button. Give me that thumbs up. I'm just starting my work night and doing my first round. Marie. All right. I'll try to remember that. I'm never good with names. So you'll have to remind me a couple of hundred more times. What's up? But thank you for that thumbs up. Thank you for that like. I appreciate you. I'm glad you made it into the beginning of the stream. Just a warning, there will be moments where this cuts out because I have to go in elevators and there's dead zones throughout the building. So, yeah. So if you saw and I forgot to put it in the hashtag I'm a creator in the title of the stream. But yeah, we're hanging out, and if you saw the thumbnail for this stream, I'm thanking Mr. Blazes Craze for being number 600, my 600 supporter. I was supposed to put it in my last vlog that I just put up a little while ago, and it completely slipped my mind. So I thought I'd make it up to him by adding it to the thumbnail to the stream and putting his link in the description for the stream. So if you haven't already, go support Mr. Blazes Craze. Let him know I sent you. Tell him we're sending, you're over there as a thank you for helping me out. Yeah, there to help him out and help him grow. So, knew that was gonna happen. Come on. Okay, there you go. There you go. I hate when they leave doors open when they're not supposed to be open. Thank you for the second thumbs up, whoever you are. I'm sure you're about to say hello. And when you do, I'll say thank you. I appreciate you. I'm trying to keep myself in a positive attitude because emotionally and mentally my thoughts are kind of fluctuating. So, you know, I got a lot of ideas that I want to get to, but nice. I uploaded mine about an hour ago. I made it public. I think just when just before I left for work, I made it public. Because what I do is if I edit from my computer, I upload it, but I make it private because I'd rather make the thumbnail through my phone. Mixed Legacy, thank you for coming in. Legacy has arrived, but give me a thing to grab some food. You better be bringing some back for all of us. And I don't drink soda anymore, but I just saw a bottle of Pepsi on the counter, and I'm like, that looks like a good idea. It's not a good idea, but I'm like, I could go for a Pepsi. And now that I'm thinking about it, guarantee you, I'm gonna find my way to a store to buy a Pepsi or something. I probably shouldn't. Especially since I did fairly good today as far as food. I was supposed to do a juice fast this weekend. That did not happen. I did make the juices, but then yesterday I went to my in-laws, and I knew I was going to end up eating whatever was there, so I ate. Then we unexpectedly spent the night, so she made breakfast. But I'm not completely discounting, because other than what I ate at her house, and I did have a homemade egg sandwich and tater tots for dinner. I'll try not to touch the Pepsi. No promises, though. If I thought about it sooner, I should have made a protein shake and brought it with me. But I didn't. Because I got chocolate protein at home. That would have curbed the craving. Let's go. You too, thank you for stopping in. I appreciate you. Let's see if I get enough people in here tonight. Last night, by the end of the stream last night, the total people that came in was 54. It was probably because I did it just at the tail end of the after party for Create-a-thon 9. And I was celebrating getting the 600. Yeah, buddy. Yeah, buddy. And once again, thanks to Mr. Blaze's Craze for being number 600. I was supposed to shout him out in my last vlog, but I forgot. You see, the thing, the watch time I got was 6 hours. The stream itself was only 2. That means at least 6 people, at least either 6 people stayed for an hour each, each person stayed for at least an hour, or at least 3 people stayed for the whole 2 hours, give or take. And this is one of the guys, one of the people's right here, Mr. Ghostly, always hanging out, getting me those watch hours. I'm good. I'm here. I'm good. Hello, Brenda. Thank you for coming in. I'm just starting my work week, my work night and stuff. And I kind of gave and everybody that got me the six watch hours last night. Well, not everybody. I tried to shout out a couple people on the hashtag I'm a Creator community on Facebook, saying thank you for helping me get the 6 out. Because not only did I hit 600 supporters, I got fight with these windows. Don't want to go up there. Okay. Oh, you know what? I'm going to show you something. So Ghostly knows this because we were talking about this last week, how spooky this building can be. So this isn't too spooky just yet. Okay? Well, let me show you the area that is probably the more spookiest area. But I gotta shut these windows first. You don't jump. That's not a good joke. Please forgive me for the insensitive joke. But just these windows, I get that horror flick feeling of somebody pushing somebody out a window. And when I think about that, I take 2 steps back. Okay, so tell me this isn't the perfect area for like a horror skit. I see a Michael Jackson video. I see something else that if I keep talking about it, it's going to play with my mind, so I'm leaving. See, just me starting to talk about it. I'm like, yeah, no, I'm leaving now. I'm leaving. Let's see. And if I hold my camera like this freaks me out because I'm expecting something to jump up from behind me. And but you know what I said earlier, just before anybody actually got in here, I was like, you know, the good part about me actually live streaming while I'm doing this tour is if anything were to happen, I got it on video and from the beginning, because how many of those like crazy videos of like someone getting beat up or something crazy happening and you only see the you know the fight itself or the attack itself, you don't see what happened beforehand. And the fact that I'm live streaming, you get an idea, you know, whoever's in here will be the witness to whatever actually happens. So, and again, as I say that, I'm getting scared. Hello, Tiffany. All right. Well, I already went down this gloomy hall, but we'll do it again just because I want to add some more scary elements to this video so I can keep spooking myself as well as you. This makes for a better vlog, a better live stream. Now, if I had a, what is it? If I had like a backpack type, what's it called? Selfie stick, I can do this. Pretend I'm doing Fortnite. I don't know if I was even in the shot. But if I at least do this, then it's like, I don't know, give me a name of a video game where they have the hand out like this. Into the darkness I go. Don't know where to go, don't know what I'm doing. It's getting darker and darker. I don't know what to do. but I hold on tight and I hold on faith. And as I take a deep breath, I say, it'll be okay. And when my insecurity says, why and how do you know? I said, because there's always light at the end of the tunnel. It's even spookier when the camera goes blurry and comes back. Ooh. All right, let me see. I wish I had something to prop up this camera in the middle, because then I could do something cool. Maybe I can use my hat. Okay, hold on. I'm gonna put my hat down right there. Let's see if I can do this. I can't see your response, but hopefully you can see me. Let me see if I can do my best, like, silhouette dance routine or something. Alright, so let's see. Let's start with Mr. Michael, okay? Ready, listen. I know you're all laughing at me. Ah, coming, I'm coming, I'm coming. Hi. What happened? Okay, who was laughing at me trying to dance? Or did you even see it? All right, flip it back this way now so you can see all of this beauty. Because to be honest, the other thing I think of when I look at a corridor like this is like a dance music video where like they're dancing. All you see is their silhouette while they're dancing. And I can dance, but what I just did was a poor excuse for dancing. Thank you, I appreciate it. I've been procrastinating for over a year, but I've had an idea I've wanted to do, and I know it would get copyrighted because it's a Justin Timberlake song, but ever since the song came out, I've wanted to do a dance video to Can't Stop That Feeling by Mr. Justin Timberlake, because that became like my go-to song when I needed to get my energy up, or when I felt myself with low energy and stuff. I love that song to death. And I've had a couple of good ideas to like do a dance routine, because I can do parts of the dance from that music video, and I thought like there's certain areas in this video building that would, like, I wouldn't do the whole video here, but a couple of the scenes would look awesome in here. And hopefully I can bring myself to actually do it. Because the thing is I have to remember to bring my camera and my tripod so I can use my phone to play the song. So I can so I don't have to play the song, try to figure out the song in my head to make the dances. So. It smells like cigarettes over here, and I hate how they smell. They make me go. This is like the smoking section, and it reeks, and I hate the smell of cigarettes. My throat automatically starts to get itchy and scratchy. Hello, Tiffany. Hello, baby. So, I did the first part of my job before I even signed in. So I gotta sign in. So how's everybody else's night going right now? How was your weekends? How was your day? Did you have fun? Did you do anything? I'm tired. I'm sweaty. I'm tired. It's too warm in here. I need to get outside fast. I feel like I just took a steam bath, which sounds nice, but then I'm stuck feeling all sweaty. Nice, going to the lake. Give me a moment. Bye. Well, couldn't get the messages, so good to know. What next? What next? Sorry for your loss. Glad you had a great day. I did not celebrate Father's Day. Didn't reach out to my father either because we don't really have a relationship. And I wouldn't say that it's a good or bad thing because we never really had a relationship. And of course, I went through years of, the why me's, why not. My father's a, whatever. I'm trying not to curse. And it took a lot of soul searching and a lot of, internal struggles and thought processes for me to it wasn't until a couple years ago where I kind of finally got to the point where, I don't care anymore. It's not worth it. He's not worth my energy. He's not worth my thought process. Do I think about him every now and again? Yes, he's alive. And I do know him, and I won't get into the history right now. One that I might talk about it. I might have talked about it before, but I try to be sensitive because I do have two half-sisters that did grow up with him, and of course they have a different perspective of him than I do, and I don't want, I'm not, I can say whatever I want to say because if that was my experience, but, they had a different experience, and I don't want that negativity in between that. Yeah, I've had, the thing that I can say is I didn't have a relationship with my real father. I didn't have a good relationship with my stepfather, but I did have older men, whether they were teachers, counselors, other adult males that kind of filled that void growing up, that they were encouraging and they were someone that I can confide in, or I could go to for help. So I did have father figures in my life. You know, I did have some kind of male figure here and there to guide me. And those of you who were in here the other night when I was talking about Kenny Loggins, you know, I mentioned that, you know, through his music and reading his stories and his words, that was a that in a spiritual way, in a music, you know, from the music, that was an outlet for me too. Like like I said in one of my other streams, that Kenny Loggins was like a spiritual father for me in that way. So. Nice. I'll make sure to check it out when I'm done with the stream. I'll add you to my list of peoples. And while you're in here, give me a moment. I'm just trying to adjust so you get a nice look at the. I wonder if we could turn it around for a minute. I don't know. I know where I can put you. Just give me a minute. It got scary. Let's see. Also, if you look in the description for the stream, go check out Mr. Blaze's Craze. Go give him a shout out and you tell him that Ayla Productions sent you. He was the one that he was my 600th. No, you're not in my way. You're not in my way. Mr. Blaze's Craze. I have his link in the description below, in the description of the stream. He was my number 600. I was supposed to shout him out in my last vlog that I put up about, a little while ago, and I completely forgot to shout him out, so I put him in the thumbnail for the live stream, and I put his link down below. Yeah. I do have a radio show. I haven't done a new show in a couple of months because of family issues. And the day for it may be changing. I have to meet with the directors for the radio station tomorrow to see if I should change the day and the time, because originally it was on Tuesdays at 1 p.m., but it's becoming difficult for me to get up after work and try to get to the radio station by 1 o'clock. So it might be changing to Wednesdays at 2 p.m. And let me tell you, hold on, I gotta get my water in my charger. I'll be right back, and I'll tell you a little bit more. I'll be right back after these words from our sponsor. What's our sponsor? The light. The light. Always look for it. Now back to our regular scheduled program. I have a radio show, not a radio station. So if you look in my description at the very bottom, and this is probably where Mixed Legacy spotted that, there's a youth organization here in Boston called Zoomix. Yeah, so there's a youth organization here in Boston called Zoomix, Zumix. If you look at the link at the bottom of my description, the radio station's with them, so it's called Zoomix Radio. I've been involved with Zoomix for over 25 years now. I think they're in their 27th year, and for the last 4 years, I've had a radio show called Inspired by Love. That's actually what inspired that's one of the reasons why I started YouTube back in the day. I actually had a channel called Inspired by Love that me and my young cousin at the time, she was 10, I was 30 something. And we were doing the radio show together. It's a community radio show, but they have a link on their website so you can listen to it live. You can listen to it on the internet. So, I mean, I've had my family and in-laws in Morocco listen in. I had my friend in Egypt listen in. Hey, how are you? Thank you for coming in. Thank you, I appreciate it. I'm glad you stopped in. Feel free to hang around, get us something to drink, grab a bite to eat. We're all just chilling. So we started with the show Inspired by Love. It was kind of a play on our name, because the last name for my family is Love, and the whole concept behind the radio show is the same as Ayla Productions, where we're sharing what we love. For that, we're sharing music, ideas, thoughts that either inspired us, touched us. Even if it was something negative, we would kind of, like if something negative happened in the world, we may touch on it and try to put the positive spin on it. We would share music that inspired us or that we loved. Of course, because I was working with a 10-year-old, her biggest inspirations were, One Direction, where, I had a more eclectic love for music. So, of course, I played Kenny Loggins, but I also played Bare Naked Ladies. I played Eminem. I played Nas. I played other types of music, and some of it was to express what I was feeling that week, or if I was trying to be motivational, or if I was trying to spread the word of peace and love, and spread love and positivity. The music would kind of coincide with that, and then I saw that Mixed Legacy. I'll be here for at least another hour. Anyway, after a couple years, my little cousin didn't want, she started getting into her teenage years and wanted to do her own thing. So I did the radio show by myself, still called it Inspired by Love. And hopefully you don't get bounced around. Let me move it, because I know it's going to bounce around, so I'll hold you in my hand and let you know how much I care. Anyway, But if you heard my story about how I started with YouTube, that was part of it. Because when we started the radio show, I was watching a couple of YouTubers. I was like, maybe we should do YouTube and we can call our channel Inspired by Love, and we'll do a skit like we'll do something once or twice a week. Either we'll show ourselves on the radio, or we'll do a little vlog or do whatever. And then when she decided to leave the show and didn't want to be, didn't want to do the YouTube channel with me anymore, I was like, you know what? I'm not gonna post to this anymore. I'm just gonna post to my own channel. And it was just April Love. And you know the story from there. When I created the t-shirt line, I called the t-shirt line A-Love Productions, and then I decided to call the YouTube channel that, so everything was branded the same way, and to make it easier for people to find it in a search. Because if you put April Love in a YouTube search, you'll get a handful of other channels, and mine wasn't one of them. So, because I only had a handful of supporters at the time. But once I named it A-Love Productions, it would actually show up in the in a search on YouTube. So, and then once I hit the 100 subscribers, I was able to make the custom URL. So, because once, I don't know if the rules are still the same, but for those of you who don't know, if the rules are the same, one of the big stipulations was you need to have 100 Tiffany Divine. How many supporters do you have at the moment? And have you made a custom URL for your channel? Because I don't know if the rules have changed for getting the custom URL. Okay, I'll tell you in a second. Let me finish. Let me turn around. So, man, now I have to go fetch my water. Alright, hold on. I'll pull over a second because I can't read and drive at the same time. Okay, so yeah, Mixed Legacy could tell you because I told her how she can make it. So basically, what you do is you go to click on Creative Studio, but I think you go to your profile. You don't go into the back. But because if you're eligible, it should say it near your screen name. It will say right under it, create. I think it says create custom URL. But make sure whenever you make the URL, it's exactly what you want, the right spelling, because they say that you can't change it. I think once you actually get a little bit bigger on YouTube, you can call YouTube and decide to change it if you want to change it, but if you click on your name for the Cradle Studio to show up, I think you go to advanced settings or something like that, and it will show your your name, the name you have for your channel, and then right under it, it should show eligible for custom URL. Because I know the rules were I think a couple of the rules for the custom URLs, you were supposed to hit 100 supporters or subscribers, show consistency on your channel. I believe those were the two main ones. And I think, like I said, I don't know if they changed the rules, but I think it's still the same. That if you hit, and you're obviously over the 100 mark, so and that way, like, you can even start putting that on, like, a business card, or you can put, or you could just tell people, yeah, go to YouTube /Divine Tiffany, and they should be able to, it should pop up. Unfortunately, when I made mine, I didn't realize I could get rid of one of the things for YouTube, because mine is YouTube /C /Ayla Productions, because the C is supposed to be for for channel, but I think you're supposed to be able to get rid of that, because I know some of the bigger YouTubers, they just have a lot of people that have custom URLs, they just call it it does just say their name. But so back to the radio station. So yeah, and like I said, I haven't done the radio show for the last couple months because of family issues getting in the way. And once you have that custom URL, it actually makes it so much easier to look up your own channel, whether it's on YouTube or even Social Blade, where you don't have to click, you don't have to put in the generic URL on Social Blade to look up your channel. You could just put in you should be able to put your channel name in, so it pops up. Because that's what I do now. I don't even copy and paste the URL anymore. I just type in Ayla Productions, and my channel usually is the first one to pop up at the top. Okay, thank you for coming and hanging out, Legacy. I appreciate you. I'm glad you made it in for one, because I know you always message me later, I'm sorry I missed it. I'm so sorry. I have to get my water. Um, I'll be back after these words, after this sponsor. Green, Little Tree Green Apple. Yummy. Water. Do you know how important water is in your life? Do you know you're supposed to drink at least a gallon a day? Not only does it hydrate you, but it benefits your body. It helps your blood flow. It keeps your mind clear. It keeps you moving. It helps you to keep your strength up. Water. What a wonderful thing. Now back to a regular scheduled program. Right. Trying to prop you up so I don't have to hold the phone. Trying to use my steering wheel as perch. Oh, come on, you did it last week. Okay, maybe that will work. Let me back up my chair a little bit, get a little more comfortable, and there we go. I'm at an angle, it's all good. I'm here, I'm clear. Get used to it. Maybe I'm clear. Am I clear? And you know, the radio show, so if you know how I end my videos, right? I say like, love, share, inspire. That was originally the outro for the radio show. And I just brought it to the videos. And for the radio show, I put my intro. So now, everything I do video or radio wise, they both begin and end the same way. I do the same intro that I do for my radio show, and I do the same outro for my radio show that I do on, I do both on both media outlets and stuff. But if you want to check out ZoomX itself and ZoomX Radio, there's a lot of there's a huge variety of radio to listen on there. I can't tell you the schedule offhand, but there's a lot of youth produced shows. Some of them you'd be very shocked that young people are the ones doing these shows. And then there are a couple of adult community members like myself that have a show as well. What does not exist? Um, hmm. If I wasn't doing a live stream, maybe I could do something. Hold on. Hopefully I could do this. Yeah, rotate device. Can I rotate? No, it's not gonna let me do it. You should be able to create it though. So you clicked on. See, this is gonna bug me because I want to check it. I'm gonna try to. I want to pull up YouTube on Chrome. Hey, it's already on Chrome. Nice. Okay, so wait, it didn't do anything. Go back. Go back. That wasn't what I was trying to do. I know you can't see what I'm doing. I wish I could share the screen on my phone like this. Yay! Okay, let's see.